نحن مرخي عم تبدأ لما هو جا يسكال ويسكال عشمي رابا أو بدي بقول رسول يا مخصوص يا كرم شيء خير كنا بيمك مخيل هو بيسير هو بقول شكر بيملو أمين إيش من أول مرة الله المؤمن ما يسكر شعر يسكر شيء ناس يسكر بس كوش من جوش بريخو أي لما كنا بخاطر بشوف صدق بخاطر دمير أو ما بيملو أمين Baruch Atah Adinai. Elohim Elohim Shem Abraham Elohim 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 Tevim Kuni Yaakov Elohim Tassi Yavis Elohim 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 Mashmei Ba'avo Melech Ezer Mashiach Again Baruch Atah Adinai Again Abraham After Elohim Adonai Mechayim Is Master Rav Lishem Mashmei Baruch Omer the Geshem Chag 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 Mesh Rachim Rachim Seven Evelyn Rachim Kayla Master Turim Kayim Melech Solution Yomer Mechmel Wag Guru Smidei Melech 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 Mechayim Mechayim Yeshua and Amalata Achris Mesim Baruch Atah Adinai Mechayim Mesim Magdisha, when I read the Knam Siach State of Gadish, I'm sure I'm going to show. My cross the Yan, the Yakov Garazel, the Amar. Kaddish, and the next place in life, or it's for the little master Mishab, and I dream. Baruch Wood is an immigrant made every cause of the blamer. You like and the light and the mother, but there, hallelujah. I think Kaddish, some Kaddish, Kaddish, Hoyan, all of the Salah, Baruch Atadi Noi, O El HaKadosh. I took in a lot of nice love and the Nishman, the Hanim, talk of Mobile with us, Baruch Atadi Noi, Hoyan, Adas. Ashvin Avinu Zerzach of Zerzach of Gabriel Magin, the way to talk about Hashim Shubish, Lemon Barakatadi Nai, or right the Veskuva, Last one of Inu Kiputan, Mukhan, Kinu Kishan, the Devil Salakata Barakatadi Nai, and a marvelous layer. In a man in a river, in a golden man, you go to Hosakata Barakatadi Nai, Goyal, Yisrael. If anyone on the name of the job, if you have a name of Shah, you will send a lot of all your good first of all my first and a Kimball, whatever number Rahamanata, Barakatadi Nai, Rebe, Yama, Yisrael. Paragalino at the Nailin, as Shana says, 4 minutes to live. I said, Talmud of the old Talmud, Tavino, into the Russian of the Raha. The Altavim is what the Rakashana, Barakatani, Mevare, Hashanim. Gavisha Galo, Lucino, the Sun is the capital, you see, of Gavin, Yahav, Stars, Artina, Barakatani, make cabins if they have Israel. She was in a very short year, sent a Gavata, Hashem, Argument, also, and I was the Festival, taking Mish, Barakatani, Malaka, Mishpat. Lama Shina Mati Six of the Homin was in Kirby, the whole Eva Communicator, some of the Shaman Shabbos Mager, with Zachny ever maybe a minute over Avatadinoi, Trevor Eva Machnia Zidim. I like to take him out of the Zina, I'll take now, but this is a place that's based upon Mager, telling Valina, you know, Rahman Earlier, potential for the global famine. You know, you have. Lord of the name of the Avatadinoi, Mission, Mita Lata Dike. Leaders, let me go back and talk about the Tishman, the Kisi, the because Yamin and Mina Barakatadinai, Boyne Yerushalayim, that's the Master of the American Smith, Megani Dorm, which was the Hokul, was like a Toyan Barakatadinai, that's me, Karen Yeshua, Makalino and the Nailino, Oberacham Rahim, Lino, Cabo Raham Rosin, and Spiels, you also met two legends of Mata, Wavanacham, like in Rigam, the Shivino, Yadash, Metaloscope, Barakatadinai, join me at the Fila. The alien about which of least wasn't sure was the middle of the river south of Ishak, so flaws and Avid covered us in the killer and some of the village to Charlemagne. Is that a 9 of so Brachan, Barakatani, Machas, there's been no stay with the eye. Wait a minute, I'm also the one alien of the most of the like in Shadow David and the Zabby was a falcon, some of the Amar on the Sabbath of him, one of the place with every second of place, I remember the Saturday, I think the horror of Abraham was stuff in the island, law. Welcome to Sparrow, Service can tell like the model of the was all the yellow from Godel. Loy love you, Dave. I always was in about the tell I will take, but I'm not deny. Dave should call on all the heydays. Team Shalom Table, I'm kind of the Rakan Molino, I'll go show back. We're going to go back to Rebel. You're not going to talk to one Alino. So that's time. I was going to talk about I'm shot to the Rock. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to deny. I'm a very good Sami Scroll. I show them. Iskala made Abo, Roman did not lose the Abu from Garden, Mashiach, the Fakan American Solo Galos and Carter Bimbo, Amen. Hish made Abu Barak, my sparkles of the provision, Stans of his service, loving the Lodge, good of people, let them come across the shores of the Mimbo, Amen. The scout was in the home to show God what was my Mimbo, Amen. Hish Lamadam, my life, I'm going to go show him, Amen. I just don't remember the guys from the he's all Amen. Number one on the name of the Lord, yeah, you know, I call this fire.
The yard site of 77 doctors and nurses who were ambushed in 1948 on the way to Adasa Hospital. There was a convoy of 10 vehicles. 5 of them made it away. 5 of them were everybody was taken out. Many doctors and nurses, which was interestingly serving a large part of the Arab population, was being served by them, and they killed their own doctors, our doctors. Anyway, today's the yard site in 1948 from the 4th of Nisan. Tonight, in the middle of the night, Yeshua is going to send spies. He's going to send spies to Canaan to scout out the land, Yerichai, and because he sent them in 3 days from now, that's when we're gonna leave. The year 2449, that's when we're gonna leave the desert and head after 40 years in the desert. We're gonna 2489, 2489, sorry, 2489, 2488, sorry, 2488. So after 40 years in the desert, we're about to go into Eretz Yisrael. We're about to go into the land, and we only went after the Shloshim of Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe passed away on what day? 7th of Adar, right? So when did we go into Eretz Yisrael? On the 7th of, 30 days later, after the Shloshim, after 30 days in the morning for Moshe, that's when we went in, which was on the 7th of Nisan. That's when we went in, after the Shloshim. So I mean, 3 days before 765, we went. It was 3 days before that Yeshua sent the spies. So what day did he send the spies? The 5th of Nisan, which is tonight, the middle of the night. It's 5, the middle of the night, and that's when that's the whole story of Rachav. Tonight is also the yard site of Avram Yeshua Heschel, known as the After Rav. The After Rav, also known as the Maariv Yisrael, passed away in the year 1845. His grandfather, someone's grandfather, I don't know. Yeah. Huh? Okay. So, holding the law of, huh? What? We're gonna make the part. But where we finished off yesterday? Who did yesterday again? Are you there? We're getting finished off? Rob Dudika? Okay. All right. Basic game are you holding? Oh, so you already started. Sit out. Okay, so we're learning about searching for the comments and being about the comments, getting rid of the comments. So We should not use, we use a candle. One thing we use to search for chametz is a candle, not a flashlight, it's really a candle. And not a Havdalah candle or a torch. It has to be a single candle. The Havdalah candle is like a torch. More than one, then it's like a torch. And that we don't use. It has to be Ar Haner, one candle. Ar Haner, to light up one Ner, one candle. And we should try to use a candle of Shaiva, candle of beeswax, if possible. Um, but otherwise, any wax candle. No light. Otherwise, your candle's not going to be worth anything. You're not going to see any of the candles you have the light on. So the light should be off. We're supposed to check every single room where there's a shach, there's a maybe that Hametz went in there. Even places like a woodshed and the garage and things like that, we check there also. Same thing, we should not just check the rooms, but also the vessels in which Hametz is. Let's say the refrigerator, we should check. Cabinet. Before we check, of course we should, the real checking comes before we check the chametz. So that's when we clean it out, we do the proper cleaning, and the checking for chametz is more of a symbolic checking for chametz, even though there are stories of many great tzaddikim that would check for chametz all night, very many chassidim, they would check till the wee hours in the morning. I don't know, our patients run out after 6 minutes of checking, I think we're done. But I think it's way past our checking time. We try to make it fun and everything for kids, but in any case, it's more of a symbolic checking. The actual checking, of course, Shulchan Aruch says should be before we actually clean it out. If you have what's it called, the tower you have grain in, silo. You have a silo, or I think it's silo, the same thing where you have the hay. The hay is also kept in the silo. Hay in barn. The barn, okay. So it says in such a place we don't have to check. There's chametz there in the barn. We say the animals ate it, so the animals can eat anyway. We don't have to check over there. Unless you know for sure you brought chametz in there. If you know for sure you were just eating a sandwich and left it there, then you should go check. Otherwise, it says, so it should be an important place to check is the pockets. Our pockets. So our pockets sometimes we hide candies in our pockets, or I don't know, maybe even Danish and bake whole pieces in your pocket. I don't know, maybe some people do that. I know my mother used to make us do it, or she would do it with a toothbrush, clean out the insides of the pocket. I don't know. I never put a Danish in my pocket, but I wouldn't be surprised my kids do. So, you put Danishes in my pocket? Mine. Yours? We're supposed to check our pockets. What? With a new? No, we use. We don't waste a new toothbrush on that. Probably. I don't remember. I'm guessing my mother didn't waste. It wasn't. Yeah, but it's already washed off. A new Colgate with the bristles. I don't think. I don't think you need that. Want to use the new one? You can get 6 for 99. I mean, $1.25 now in the 99-cent store. We have to check in the cracks in the walls, in the nooks, all the nooks in the cabinets. We have to check every single one of those. There's especially in the pockets and the cracks by the children, because they for sure keep comments in every single one of those. Yeah, for sure, my kids. What about if you're selling a whole section of the house? the non-Jew, for Pesach, because we sell chametz for Pesach. And let's say you're gonna keep, you have a whole stack of Cheerios. You got it on sale, buy one get one free. You're not gonna eat so many boxes of cereals, and you have them. There's no reason to throw them out. So the non-Jew, right? So let's say you put it. You know what? This whole section of the house, I'm gonna sell. Do we do b'dikas chametz in that section? You're gonna close it off. These are like this. Shulchan Aruch says, since you're selling it, when's the sale taking place? The next morning, right? Sale this year, sale is going to take place Friday morning. B'dikas chametz is Thursday night. So when are you supposed to check? Thursday night or Friday morning? Thursday night. You didn't sell it yet.
You do a symbolic checking, not an actual checking.
Okay, just so you know, he says on the bottom of the Chassam Sofer says that you may be lenient in such a, and it's also the opinion of the Eshel Avram. A lot of people will say you can be lenient in such a case. You're selling it. So a lot of people say you could be lenient because of that, but Shulchan Aruch says it's better to be strict and check over there because your obligation to check. Listen, you know your Cheerios are there. It's not like you don't know they're there. They're there, but you still there's an in of checking. Let's say you don't have any chametz. You don't have any. You know you don't have any chametz. You had a special company come in to clean it up. You bought it's built brand new. There was never any there's never any chametz in there. Is there any check for chametz or no? And the answer is yes. There is in you. Go buy piece of bread. You don't eat bread. You're gluten free. You never eat bread in the whole year. You don't eat chametz. You're kosher Pesach all year. You don't have any kids in the house. Yeah. So you have there's an okay. So now the question is on your house when you should check but yes, the Indian of checking, the Indian of checking, brother. The Indian same thing with burning. We're going to learn. With burning there's a whole debate in halacha. If you don't own, says you should destroy. Does that mean you should go buy a bagel and now make a beer chametz then burning a chametz? And according to many opinions, the answer is yes. And they, for sure, kabbalistically, all the kabbalistic things that we're accomplishing by burning the chametz, same thing we're searching for chametz. That's a good question. Yeah, but also you search for your own chametz. But he has a good, interesting question. Could you buy non-kosher bread? If you're going to buy a slice of bread for ridiculous chametz, you get non-kosher bread. Yes, what? You have to? Yeah, we put 10 pieces. We're gonna learn about exactly. We're gonna learn about 10 pieces. But yeah. But there's an Indian both ways. On the one, we're saying you're searching anyway. You're doing the search. But those places you don't have to do. In your house, you have to. We're talking about a place outside your house. We're talking about your warehouse. Even your warehouse, you have to be there. Saying a place for the animals, an animal place. There's still an Indian to check. Still an Indian for yourself to check. So that's why the minhag is to go buy a piece of bread, and now put in 10 pieces, right, and cover and do a checking anyway. Of course, we know, according to Chassidus, we're supposed to check not just for the bread, you're searching for your inner chametz. Right? The inner chametz is representing the ego. We do a self search, a search within ourselves, soul search. That's not for my. What's about? Anyone want probably? Anyone? Anyone already cousin? Shalom. We didn't have you in a long time. Unless you down last night, I wasn't here. There we go. Shalom in the house. Page 118.
No Asian, Daniel Perino, the mission of Daniel Perino, the mission of Daniel Perino. These Dadas made up from the economy of the Megelijkheid God is te laten vormen op deze middag wordt de jong maar we hebben maybe later maar we hebben er alleen maar zo we ja maar daar ook heen ga je we kunnen wel leggen je voor daar was zo en we dan zo hoi die nou je heen gaan en maar goed zoals ik wil mee zo gewoon hier op het kanaal boven om nog hoe goed erover na dat jij ook toen is de eeuw on over jong maar die poot ja die wordt ook kan wel door die nooit go al die story yo se me no tengo de por todo die neus met aan de story uit staat als middag boven jong en wat is er nog af dus ja zo ik kan misschien Jegen van mich nog of is zo wel naar kan nu omheen deze middag boven jong en nog maar dat is daar is waar ze staan is service en close which is weer want ik was dus hier als dus we gaan naar gemast daarmee om die oom op die nieuwe omheen Cada vista Shmila Yom the garment of Mishicha, Yeh, Mimich, Machai, the Sola, the Nakar, Amen, Kesh, Miram, Varayo, my Shabbat, the other, Eva, the hospital, the only Amen, Stavos, who is in the office of Abu Shmai, Amen, Kesh, Omar, Shamai, the High, Amen, Kesh, Amen, Amen. نه مرها یادنای ما و خاک وارد پیدا یادنای خودش ما یا خود میگویی تو با ما